Hello, this is Aaron Maller from Parallax, and this is going to just be a quick sped up time-lapse video going over how the deployment tool works and what it automates when it's doing what we call a year-to-year conform, which means taking a machine that was already set up for full use this year, which includes Revit 24 and 23 and 22 and 21, and the rest of the 24 Autodesk suite, and now we're going to migrate it to having the full 25 Autodesk suite. We'll be uninstalling everything else in 24, and we'll be uninstalling Revit's 20 and 21. So first we'll kick off the video, and we'll start watching. So the first thing you'll see here is we've got Revit's 21 through 24 installed, and we're going to launch the PX Tools Rollout launcher. Now, in this first run here, you're going to see that the machine has a pending restart that it's waiting for right now. So we're going to have to restart the machine before we kick off the deployment. It's nice that it warns us about that so we don't waste time getting failed installs because of the pending restarts. So now we're going to log back into the machine, and again, you can do all this silently through other agents or tools. If you have those configured in your company, you can kick off the PX Tools deployment without actually being on the machine, but we're running it through the UI here. So this time when the launcher comes up, you'll see that everything is green and it's ready to go. And so then we're going to tell it, once this dialog finishes loading, to actually start the conform. So once we click on this and the conform starts, the video is going to accelerate to about 80 times normal speed, just because it is 4.5 hours long. But keep in mind, during that 4.5 hours, none of us are actually doing anything, where the machine is unattended. So once this starts running, it's going to process all of the uninstalls. It's now removing AutoCAD 24, Vehicle Tracking 24, Navis 24, Recap 24. It's now uninstalling Revit 19. It's uninstalling Revit 20 and 21. And now it's moved on. It's updated ODIS for Autodesk. It has enabled access because we disable it at the end of our installs. It's migrated all of our custom Revit, all of our custom Parallax icons, and now it's installing Revit 25. So it does appear to sit for some of the installs where they take a little longer. Might be network speed, might be computer speed, could be anything. You'll see here now it's on the point releases for Revit 25. It's already done point 2. It's working on point 3. It's moved on to AutoCAD architecture. It's doing a full install with CUIXs and network profiles. It's doing the bootstrapping for the user at login. Civil 3D is installed now. Navisworks Manage 25 is installed now. And again, the time lapse is moving very fast. You can watch the clock if you watch the video again. It's on the point releases for Navisworks. And it's on to Navisworks exporters. It's done Recap Pro. You will notice that there are some broken icons on the desktop. Those do get fixed at the end of the video when the user logs in again. We customize PX Tools to put all the shortcuts on the user's desktop, so they're not public desktop, which is why they didn't get fixed at uninstall. Special desktop connector routine that checks for old versions and removes them and then installs the current desktop connector. Ironically, 16.10 is not current. It was 2 weeks ago, so we'll have to update that. We're installing Enscape, at least in this test run. And then you'll see that it's sitting on Twinmotion, and that's nothing broken on our end. The Twinmotion installers are just hilariously slow. So it's going to finish up. After Twinmotion, it will go back through the other applications that are on the machine that may need updates. So it's going to check the point releases for Revit 22, for Revit 23, also for Revit 24. Oh, it's still sitting on Twinmotion. And you'll see here that now it's going back through the point releases. And you'll see that some of them say name task already processed. It's not going to try to cram the point releases onto the machine. It's going to check and see, have I done them before? So right now it's working on 2022.1.6, then 2022.1.7. Then it's going to jump to Revit 23 and look for point releases. There goes 0.1.5. 2024.2.2. So it's getting us all up to date based on what we have currently entered in what we call our set list. And then we logged off the machine because it was done, and we've logged back in now. And you can see here that we have the entire suite from Autodesk in 2025, including our custom AutoCAD profiles, Civil 3D, InfraWorks, Navisworks, all of our Revits up to 25. We're going to briefly just launch the open source Stantec add-in manager just to show you that not only has everything for 25 installed, but we also have all of our custom third-party add-ins and customizations as well. Enscape, Sheet Matrix, all the Parallax apps, the KiwiCode's family browsers, Juan Osborne's Filtermore, the Coins Section Box app, and these are all of the tools that this particular client uses. And so now the whole machine is ready to go with the 2025 suite. And then in the future, when more point releases come out, we'll just edit the XML definitions files, and we'll open that launcher again and just tell it to update the machine. We never have to send specific commands that say run this tool or run that update. We just can tell IT, send the conform command out, and tell all the machines to get up to date. So that's deploying year to year in a nutshell.